Hello all, I am Disha Mary Jose, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Rajagiri School of Engineering and Technology. In this presentation, we will be dealing with course CS 361 Soft Computing, which is an elective subject for computer science in the 5th semester APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University. The course objective is to introduce the concepts in soft computing such as artificial neural networks, fuzzy logic based systems, genetic algorithm based systems, and their hybrids. The syllabus of soft computing mainly covers topics like Introduction to Soft Computing, Artificial Neural Networks, Fuzzy Logic and Fuzzy Systems, Genetic Algorithms, Hybrid Systems. What is the expected outcome of studying this particular course, soft computing? They are: we can learn soft computing techniques and their applications, we can analyze various neural network architectures, we can define the fuzzy systems, we can understand the genetic algorithm concepts and their applications, and also identify and select a suitable soft computing technology to solve the problem, construct a solution, and implement a soft computing solution. So these are the 5 outcomes expected by studying this particular course. Here we have the different textbooks and references that have been used for studying this particular course, out of which the first 2 books are the textbooks and the remaining are the references. And I have referred the first textbook, that is S.N. Sivanandam and S.N. Deeba, Principles of Soft Computing. Now let us see what are the contents of the different modules of this particular course. The first module basically introduces the subject, that is soft computing, and it also gives us a brief introduction about what is meant by biological neural networks, artificial neural networks, and what are the basic models that are followed to build artificial neural networks, and also the different connections, learning and activation functions used in artificial neural networks. And finally, the module concludes by introducing 2 artificial neural networks, that is the McCulloch and Pitts neurons and HEP networks. And in the second module, we continue studying about the neural networks. We discuss about perceptron networks, the learning rules, the training and testing algorithms used, and also adaptive linear neurons, and a new concept in neural networks, that is backpropagation networks, their architecture and training algorithms. The third and fourth module completely cover the topics of fuzzy logic systems. In the third module, we can see an introduction to what is fuzzy logic, fuzzy sets, their properties, and the different operations that we can perform on fuzzy sets, the different kinds of relations possible in fuzzy sets, and the operations on fuzzy relations. And in the fourth module, we continue studying about fuzzy logic. We see the different kinds of fuzzy membership functions, what is meant by fuzzification, then the different methods of membership value assignments, induction, inference, rank ordering, etc. And then we also see what is lambda cuts for fuzzy sets and the different defuzzification methods. So the third module and fourth module broadly discuss about the second main topic of soft computing, that is fuzzy logic systems. The fifth module also deals with the last part of fuzzy logic, that is truth values and tables in fuzzy propositions, formation of fuzzy rules, then the decomposition of those rules, then aggregation of rules, fuzzy inference systems, Mamdani and Sugeno types, neuro-fuzzy hybrid systems, their characteristics and classification. And the last module is the sixth module, where we cover about the genetic algorithm topics. We have an introduction, the different operators used in genetic algorithm, their coding, then their selection, crossover, mutation topics, then the stopping condition for genetic algorithm flow, then the different hybrid systems, that is genetic neuro hybrid systems and genetic fuzzy rule based systems. So these are the contents of the 6 modules of this particular course, soft computing. Now let us start discussing the topics of the first module. The textbook that I've referred for preparing this particular PPT is Principles of Soft Computing by S.N. Sivanandam and S.N. Deeba, 2nd edition. The 2 major problem-solving technologies used in computing systems are hard computing and soft computing. Hard computing basically deals with precise models where accurate solutions are achieved quickly. That is, the three main terms to be noted here are precise models, accurate solutions, and quick time. The second one is soft computing. It basically deals with approximate models and gives solutions to complex problems. So we can see that soft computing is basically exploiting the tolerance of a system for imprecision, uncertainty, and partial truth to get attractability, then robustness, low solution cost, and better rapport with reality. So these are the two main problem solving technologies: hard computing and soft computing. Hard computing is totally dealing with precision, accuracy, and quick achievement of results, whereas soft computing is going for approximate systems, giving solutions to complex problems, and the solutions are achieved in such a way that we can tolerate a particular level of imprecision, uncertainty, etc. But the ultimate aim is a low solution cost and better rapport with reality. And in this particular module, we are going to have an introduction to the term soft computing. So this is a diagrammatic representation of hard computing and soft computing. Hard computing follows precise models, that is, it uses techniques like symbolic logic reasoning, traditional numerical modeling, and search, etc. Whereas soft computing is concentrating on approximate models, and it uses techniques like approximate reasoning, functional approximation, and randomized search. The ultimate goal of soft computing is to emulate the human mind as closely as possible. And for this, the soft computing involves partnership of several fields of study, and the most important of them being neural networks, fuzzy logic, and genetic algorithm. And we can also develop hybrid systems based on these three terminologies, that is neural networks, fuzzy logic, and genetic algorithm. And also there is one more term called probabilistic reasoning, which can also be a part of soft computing. But in this particular course, we will be basically dealing with the first four terms, that is neural networks, fuzzy logic, genetic algorithm, and hybrid systems based on these three terms. First, let us see what is meant by neural networks. It is actually a processing device whose design is inspired by the functioning and design of animal brain. Similar to our human nervous system, the neural network system is also composed of a large number of highly interconnected processing elements called neurons, which are working in tandem. And some of the advantages of neural networks is that it has got the ability to learn by example, which makes it very flexible and powerful. And another advantage is it can be configured for a specific application through a learning process. And such kind of neural networks are well suited for real-time systems because of their fast response and computational time. And also such kind of systems make use of parallel architectures. So this is the first main topic in soft computing, that is neural networks. It is inspired by the design of animal nervous systems. The advantages of using neural networks can be broadly classified as: first one is adaptive learning, then self-organization, then real-time operation, and the last one fault tolerance via redundant information coding. So what is meant by adaptive learning? That is, an artificial neural network is endowed with the ability to learn how to do tasks based on the data given for training or initial experience. That is, it has got a capability of learning adaptively. Second one is self-organization. An artificial neural network can create its own organization or representation of the information it receives during learning time. The third one is real-time operations. That is, an artificial neural network computations can be carried out in parallel. Special hardware devices are being designed and manufactured to take advantage of this particular capability. And the last one is fault tolerance. That is, partial destruction of a neural network will lead to the corresponding degradation of performance, but some network capabilities will be retained even after major network damage. So these are the primary advantages of using artificial neural networks. And we can also conclude by saying that the neural networks have a totally multidisciplinary point of action. That is, as you can see in this particular diagram, neural networks can be used in various areas, including artificial intelligence, mathematics, physics, engineering, economics, philosophy, linguistics, cognitive psychology, neurobiology, etc. There are so many areas and disciplines in which we can successfully implement neural networks. Some of the applications of neural networks are air traffic control, appraisal and valuation of property, data mining, handwriting recognition, medical diagnosis, musical compositions, weather prediction, scheduling of various events, criminal sentencing, and the list goes on. There are various applications for neural networks. The next important term to be considered in soft computing is fuzzy logic. Why was the term fuzzy logic introduced? In the traditional and conventional mathematical systems, people always gave importance to precise and accurate numerical data. But as time advanced, it was found that processing can be performed even using imprecise inputs. And that is how fuzzy logic came into being. It is defined as an organized method for dealing with imprecise data, and the data are considered as fuzzy sets. And it can also be defined as a way of processing data by allowing partial memberships rather than crisp set memberships or non-memberships. And in the mathematical terms, it can be considered as a superset of the conventional Boolean logic, and it more closely resembles the technique of human reasoning. Consider, for example, if I am taking Boolean logic, then we either have a true term or a false term. That is, suppose I am talking about the weather of the current day. I can either say it as hot or cold, and hot will be represented as say 0 and cold will be represented as say 1. But fuzzy logic, which resembles human reasoning, if I am talking in fuzzy logic, instead of saying only the two possible values, that is hot and cold, I can also try to mention some other terms like rather warm or pretty cool, etc. And some particular values will be assigned to these particular terms also. That is, there are some partial memberships possible inside the set, and such kind of a logic is known as fuzzy logic. Fuzzy logic systems can be used for creating various applications like data acquisition systems, facial pattern recognition, air conditioners, washing machines and vacuum cleaners, then anti-skid braking systems, transmission systems, and the control of subway systems and unmanned helicopters. So these are some of the applications of fuzzy logic. The third term in soft computing is genetic algorithm. It is actually a technique that is derived from the sexual reproduction system of humans, where the genes of two parents combine to form those of their children. So genetic algorithm is actually a probabilistic searching algorithm. It iteratively transforms a set of mathematical objects, each associated with a fitness value, into a new population of offspring objects. And for all these things, genetic algorithm makes use of the Darwinian principle of natural selection and operations that are patterned after naturally occurring genetic operations, that is crossover and mutation. So genetic algorithm is closely related to the human reproduction system, where there is a selection, then there is a crossover, and there is a mutation. So how is this particular concept applied in problem solving? That is, we can create an initial population of individuals which will represent the possible solutions to a problem we are trying to solve. And each of these individuals will have certain characteristics that makes them more or less fit as the members of the population. And the more fit members will have a higher probability of mating and producing offsprings, which will have a significant chance of retaining the desirable characteristics of their parents than the less fit members. So we can say that this method is very effective at finding optimal or near optimal solutions to a wide variety of problems. And it can also be said that it is an elegant generate and test strategy method. So this is how the biological concept of selection, crossover and mutation is applied in the problem solving techniques to achieve results. And we can also conclude by saying that genetic algorithm is an adaptive computational procedure modeled on the mechanics of natural genetic systems. Some of the applications of genetic algorithms include bioinformatics, electronic circuit design, code breaking, game theory, signal processing, finding hardware bugs, groundwater monitoring, medical diagnosis, and artificial creativity. The last term is hybrid systems. Hybrid systems, from the name itself we can understand, it enables us to combine the various soft computing paradigms and result in a better solution. And the three major hybrid systems that are possible in soft computing are neuro-fuzzy hybrid systems, genetic neuro-hybrid systems, and fuzzy genetic hybrid systems. Neurofuzzy systems can be defined as a fuzzy system that uses a learning algorithm derived from or inspired by neural network theory to determine its parameters by processing data samples. Genetic neurosystems can be defined as a system that combines neural networks which are capable to learn various tasks from examples, classify objects, and establish relationship between them, and genetic algorithms which serves important search and optimization techniques. In fuzzy genetic systems, the optimization abilities of genetic algorithm are used to develop the best set of rules to be used by a fuzzy inference engine and to optimize the choice of membership functions. These three hybrid systems will be studied in detail in the 5th and the 6th module. So, by concluding, we can say that the applications of soft computing will actually be a culmination of the applications of neural networks, fuzzy logic, and genetic algorithms. And some of the applications would be handwriting recognition, image processing and data compression, automotive systems and manufacturing, soft computing architectures, decision support systems, soft computing to power systems, neuro-fuzzy systems, fuzzy logic control, machine learning applications, and speech and vision recognition systems. With this, we come to the end of the first presentation. Here, we were actually talking about an introduction to soft computing, and we also saw an introduction to the three main topics of soft computing, that is neural networks, fuzzy logic, and genetic algorithm. We also saw what are the definitions of the hybrid systems that combine these three terms. And in the future presentations, we will study in detail about each of these terms, that is neural networks, fuzzy logic, and genetic algorithm. Thank you.